Hey coaches, welcome back. My name is Nick Demos, and I have the honor of serving as the lead sports pastor for CCV Stars. Thanks so much for coaching. We couldn't do what we do without you, and my prayer is that the investment you make as a coach will be a blessing for you. CCV Stars is a ministry of Christ Church of the Valley, CCV, and a part of what CCV calls Next Gen. That includes kids, students, special needs, and stars. While certainly a part of CCV, perhaps my favorite part of Stars is that it serves as an outreach of the church, meaning we're open to the community. Whether someone attends CCV, is part of another church, or isn't active in a faith, our doors are open to all eligible players. Now, while we're open to the community, CCV Stars ultimately exists to create a pathway so that those who are not active in their faith or connected to a church can grow in their relationship with Jesus and hopefully find CCV as a home church to grow in. I hope to use Stars as a bridge to take families from the fields or courts across that proverbial parking lot and over to the church. I know for me and my family, CCV has been a game changer. As a kid, my brothers and I did everything we could to get out of going to church. We tried to sleep over at a friend's house, pretended to be sick, tried to sleep in. Maybe some of you can relate. Thankfully, my kids do not have the same experience. They're actually excited about going to church. And I know my marriage wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for our active participation at CCV. But back to Stars. I believe that many in the youth sports world have lost perspective, and we're doing everything we can to make sports more than a game. That's why you'll see that phrase, more than a game, all over our environments. It's on every coach shirt, every practice and game jersey, banners, stickers, just about everywhere. Now, it's not just a catchy mantra, but it's a philosophy we try to build around. It's getting rid of that win-at-all-cost mentality and trying to use sports to actually teach character and life lessons based on Christian values. As part of the More Than a Game program, our coaches will also be expected to huddle their teams weekly at practice, going over the character curriculum provided by the staff and closing each practice and game in prayer. Stars talks regularly about the 3 C's: character, community, and competition. With character, we want to instill Christ-based values in our youth. Through community, we want to build authentic relationships. And when it comes to competition, we want our Stars athletes to play honorably and with maximum effort. CCV Stars is a multi-site, multi-sport youth sports program. With locations all around the valley, depending on what campus you're at, Stars offers a combination of soccer, flag football, basketball, and baseball for kids 4 years old all the way up through high school. We also try to offer a range of competition levels, as we know kids get the most out of their experience when they're challenged and playing at an appropriate level. Most kids start at the recreational level, where the goals are just to have fun and start developing an understanding of the game, often playing with modified rules and practicing just an hour a week. As those kids gain experience and want more, they level up to what we call competitive, where they practice a little longer, the rules look more traditional, and the coaches have more training. The highest level that we offer is club, and these are the kids that in most cases have zoomed in on their primary sport. They actually have to try out and be selected and go out and compete against outside clubs. At CCV Stars, there are a couple of different opportunities for volunteer coaches. The first role is the head coach. This person's ultimately responsible for what goes on with the team. They may not always have the highest level of sports expertise on the coaching staff, but they should be reinforcing the Stars culture, and their primary goal is to see families get across the parking lot to church, not just trying to win games. These head coaches will also wear a different colored shirt from the rest of the coaching staff so that the Stars staff, referees, and team parents know who's ultimately responsible for that group. As an extension of CCV and Stars, we hold our head coaches to a high standard. The second opportunity for volunteer coaches is the assistant coach. I expect the assistants to help the head coaches reinforce that more than a game culture and not be disruptive or divisive to the mission of the club or the church. Now, I mentioned earlier that many in youth sports have lost perspective, and I believe you coaches are the ones to change that. I want you to redefine winner as someone who gives maximum effort, keeps learning, and doesn't let mistakes stop them from trying. I want you Stars coaches to be encouraging, breathing life into your players. The field should be an escape from whatever craziness the kids had during their day and somewhere they look forward to coming to. When a kid's late for practice, don't just send them to run laps. Find out why they're always late. See if the family could use some help. Avoid sarcasm and rhetorical questions. I can be as sarcastic as the next guy, and while it may get a chuckle from one of your assistants, it usually either confuses or shuts down a youth athlete. And rhetorical questions just serve no purpose at all. Yelling at a player, "Why'd you kick it over there?" doesn't actually help them get any better. Give specific, corrective instruction or say nothing at all. Lastly, we want Stars coaches to honor the game. Coach with integrity and follow the rules. Lay off the referee and let them do their job. The refs are usually doing the best they can, and we don't appreciate how hard of a job it is. I hope you're excited to be a part of something so special. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. They say it takes a village, and I'm honored to be a part of the Stars coaching village with you. Let's make sure we make sports about more than a game. Be intentional with your families, build authentic relationships, and let's invite people to join us across the parking lot. Thanks again and have a great season. Please reach out to your local CCV Stars staff if we can serve you and your families in any way. God bless.